Synergy. Welcome to Synergy. Live with Synergy. Live with Synergy. This is your host, Andrea John Baptiste. Welcome to Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize. Greetings, friends, family, audience, guests, collaborators, partners. Greetings to you. How are you on this last day of July 2020? I hope that you are well in your mind, in your body, in your spirit, because we know times are rough out there, right? It's a rocky road, as they would say, these last days, but we are going to continue to keep a positive vibe, positive energies, wearing our masks and washing our hands, right? I mean, I say that kind of in jest, but I'm very, very serious. Living and serious because I don't want to be dead and serious, right? Welcome to another edition of Synergy. This is Andrea John Baptiste, and I'm with you for the next hour or so talking about music, business, and culture here on Synergy on your drive time this afternoon on 99.1 FM WDJY Atlanta. And of course, I have to big up our friends over at Blaze FM, Blaze Nation, who are simulcasting us on Glue FM. And of course, if you are looking for dynamic Caribbean programming several days out of the week with particular focus on Friday evenings and Saturday evenings, make sure that you link up and head over to Glue FM, and that's GLU FM, where you can catch up with Mark and Lisa Blaze. And for those of you who are just tuning in and maybe you're not so familiar, you are tuned in to Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize. And like I said, it's Andrea John Baptiste. We have, what am I going to say, synchronizers, an amazing show for you today. But I tell no lies, do I? Right? I say it's amazing, and it really is amazing. I'm so excited to have this young lady with us today because she's going to talk to us about a program and an activity that I have observed for probably the last 5 or 6 years. And it's an exciting, very valuable activity that happens in Jamaica. And so with no further ado, I want to welcome Queen Aisha Elliott of the Conscious Reggae Party, who is here with us on Synergy today. Greetings, Aisha.
Greetings, Andrea. And I'm so happy that you invited me, and I feel very honored.
Well, thank you so much. And I'm so happy that you all accepted the invitation. And please, as we go in, I know that you're one of the founders and organizers, Denise Isis Miller, will probably be listening to us right now. And I just want to say a big shout out and send virtual hugs to Queen Isis as well, because I mean, she has been, making sure that this thing happens. And she has just been a great friend of Synergy. And we just sending her mad love and respect. So yes, Aisha, tell us how you became involved in musicology and the Conscious Reggae Party.
Okay, I'm actually from the corporate world, working at insurance companies and different places. And then I traveled to the United States, and my brother performed on a show, and I accompanied him, and I went backstage with him. And while being there, I observed a lot of things there, but I was new to it, so I was just observing. But being my brother, he would ask me to do this or do that, and so I felt a part of backstage and what was happening. I came back to Jamaica because I went visiting, came back to Jamaica, and I was at this event, and someone approached me. She said, "Sister, I saw you somewhere in America." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "You were backstage. I think you're helping an artist." And I said, "Yes, it's my brother, Fred Locks." And then she says, "Boy, is that the type of work you do?" I said, "No." She said, "But I saw you doing good. I need your help." I said, "In what?" She said she has an artist that she needs to take to Ocho Rios to do work on, it was at that time Garnet Silk was alive, to
Mm-hmm.
work on Garnet Silk show. And she needed an artist to, that to be taken care of. And she saw me doing that backstage. So if I could just, help her, she would
Mm-hmm.
arrange the transportation for me to reach and all. It's actually Bridget Anderson. So I said,
Wow.
okay. I just said, okay. I said, okay. By this time, I was not working in the corporate world. I'd left that area and I was just doing different jobs here and there, still in insurance, but different jobs here and there, not any long time jobs. So anyway, I went with her and I had to be with the artist, make sure he was all right. And I went backstage after the show and I saw these whole lot of artists and it was one big excitement and I liked it. But prior to that, Denise Isis Miller, when I went to the visit, the person gave me a CD to give Denise Isis Miller, an artist in America. And I brought it to Isis and she said to me, we have a show coming up. Would you like to attend? And I said, I don't know. She said, we're coming to pick you up, man. It's Buja Banton. It was July 1st in Portland. I think that year was 1996, I think it was. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Anyways, I didn't turn out off because she asked so nicely and she said our friends will be there and all of that. And I said, okay. And I went. And you want to see me looking around like, whoa, where am I? Where am I?
Wow.
What is this? Because I was not in
I
that
don't mean to,
world per
I don't
se.
mean to cut
I
you for
would
a
go to little
second, but
parties and maybe a club here and there. Then I'd stop the team because yes, yes, go ahead.
yeah, I was saying, I don't mean to cut you, but in just telling us this history, you've mentioned two big
Yep.
names and two of my audio favorites. You know what I mean? I mean, you talked about Garnet Silk, and our synchronizers know that I tell folks that I don't have many regrets in life. I have very, very few. But the two that I do have, believe it or not, is that I never got to see Bob Marley perform live, nor Garnet Silk. Imagine, right? That's the regrets of my life. But I'm so
Yes, these
excited to
things
hear and
happen.
living vicariously through you that you've had that experience up close with Garnet. And, I'm loving the story in terms of Buju. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but I had to share that piece.
Yes,
Mhm.
of course, of course. And I was there looking around, and I remember Isis said, "Girl, follow us because there was a crowd. You have to come with us. Just keep looking at us, because I'm just looking around." Anyways, based from that, now knowing Isis, then walking up on Bridget, and then Bridget said to me, Judy Mott needs someone to work on a project with her. It's a 3-month project, and the name of it is Woman to Woman. And
Mm.
like you could like I could pull you in to help with me and help with the artist and all of that. Anyway, she took my name to Judy Mott, with 2 other names. And when Judy Mott saw my name, she said, "That's the one I want." Because it's just Sister Judy knows me from I'm 17 years old.
Wow.
When she was going out to sing, I would babysit, and I say our children, I'd watch her children. At a time, after I was about 18 years old at the time, I was pregnant, and I was just happy to know I'm watching the children for her because it given me that experience, because I'm going to have a baby soon, so I'll get that experience of dealing with children. And then one day she said to me, "I want to take you to one of the shows. I want you to see what I do. And
Mm.
she took me, and that was awesome. So that was years after now, when Bridget called her my name to her. She said, "That's the one I want."
Mhm.
And then I went to her and she was so happy with organ. She's so happy. And because our office was actually in our home. And so I went there to do the project. And after doing the project, which was very good, we had big names on it, but it wasn't well attended because if you know some of the Rastafari brethrens, when them hear woman to woman,
Mhm.
what kind of name that? Woman to woman. But it was actually women,
Mhm.
women,
Mhm.
women helping women, because we were helping Fort Augusta prisons
Mhm.
and the prison and the ladies there. That was all of what that was about. And the girls' home, Sister Judy just saw it in her heart because at that time her daughter, that is not a secret, was incarcerated. So it moved her to want to do something like that.
Mhm.
And the project, it was, at the time, Portia wasn't the prime minister, but she was a good friend of Sister Judy, but she was in politics. So, we got the arena to use and everything. But as I said, it wasn't well attended, but it was very impactful. and it helped even a lot of artists who perform, not the big artists, other artists, to be recognized. So and it gave me a push to and teaching me more about music. And after the project now, she said, I want to ask you a big question. Would you like to be my assistant? And I said, me? She said, yes. She said, I want you to work in my office with me. You are so good. You're articulate, and you make everything so all right. I need somebody like you. So I said, give me some time to think about it. So I went back to visit the United States again, and I went backstage with my brother again, and I saw different things, and I went different places, and I wanted that experience to say, suppose I was in this thing, what would I do? And I saw it, and I said, I might tell her yes. So when I came back, I called her, and I said, all right, I will do it. She said, oh my God, my prayers are answered. And I worked with her for 3 years. But then, and that 3 years, wow, it's like 20 years, because I've been to so much places with her as far as Africa. But she did shows in New York, Negril, every other month. We started the Jamaica Association of Female Artists, and we got some ladies come out, and we did events, but some were just looking to bust. Them didn't know the organization was to get you involved in a lot of things, even knowing about the business part of the industry, because some don't know, to get themselves on some of these like JCAP and all those places to protect their names, and they think it was just to get them on shows. So it started to dwindle down, like it was much later.
And that organization started, and I know that there are, I'm not sure if it's the same exact one, but I know that there is a pretty, what's the word, vibrant and moving organization of female artists coming out of women, and I'm seeing some amazing things coming out of those groups as well.
Yes, okay, I'm reconnected now, huh?
Uh-huh.
I was disconnected a while ago. Yes, I saw it said disconnected and then reconnected.
Well, I'm so glad. I'm glad that you made it back. And so you were telling us about the women's group.
Yeah, the Jamaica Association of Female Artists. We called it Jaffa, and because it wasn't like just only Rastafari sisters there, but we had some there, so they loved the name Jaffa because it's Jaffa, but it's really Jafa. So but it didn't go down too well after maybe say 3-4 years. Sandra Alcott, she's an entertainment lawyer. She had passed. She was a president and very forceful on making sure things happen. With her gone, nobody wanted to take up that mantle. I was the secretary, became the treasurer. I didn't want to take up that either. So it's like it's the name is still there. It's still alive in terms of having it on the records, but nothing is happening. We want to revive it one of these days. So it was really very good.
I think that would be so absolutely wonderful. Like I was saying, I know that there's some female groups, women in music and things like that are coming out of Jamaica. And
that was one of the first. That was one of the first.
Yes, and I'm seeing some amazing things, of course, done by women, for women, and for our entire community. So, tell us a little bit. The Conscious Reggae Party, right, has just celebrated its 10th anniversary, which is like, wow. As much as I am aware of it and have admired it, I did not realize that it had such a lengthy history. I knew it was strong and impactful, but I didn't realize that it had been around for so long. So share with folks exactly what is the Conscious Reggae Party, what it's all about, and how it has been celebrated so far this year.
Okay, all right. I came into it maybe after about 2 years after it started. For the simple reason is that when I would see the flyers and I would send, it was SMS at the time, no smartphone, nothing, just my simple banger, and I would send out SMS to like ones I know would be interested in a cultural thing like that. So I sent out, and then one day someone said to me, "Why are you sending out that thing to us and you're not attending?" And I said, "I don't have no rights to get home, and I'm not going anywhere, and I don't know how to get home." And one of them said, "It's okay. I'm going to carry with me, and I'll make sure you get home." So when she took me, it was actually started at Wiki Waki first, then it went to Country Farmhouse, and then it went somewhere else after, I don't quite remember. And then it went to Tony's Bar in New Kingston on Chelsea Avenue. That's when I came in. When I walked into that place, it was an industry. You saw people selling crafts, clothes, vegan food, raw food, juices, you name it. It was just like a real industry. And then you have that beautiful area where the performances take place, nice, comfortable area. So right away, I was impacted. I was saying, yeah, I love this thing. I have to come back. Right or no right, I have to arrange it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I became a part. Now, I didn't even become a part yet, but people know that I worked with Judy Moore. Isis knew me from how long? Because as I said, when I met her, you know, and everybody who knew that I had some sort of experience in music at that time, because I worked at the Rebel Salute backstage, Western consciousness, and them just feel that you need to be a part of this,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I was not part of it, like in terms of one of the teams, but I would on the team, but I would go there and maybe stay at the door and write down the names of the people because it wasn't a paid event; it was free.
Mm-hmm.
And I would, you know, and then I'm hearing now that it all started because Denise Isis Miller saw the Jamnesa sessions or Bulbe, and you know it was a live session and nobody's paying, and then these young artists coming and exposing themselves, and just said, yeah, Conscious Reggae Party, that's what I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so it came off of that essence, you know. And artists like Chronix would come. Chronix was asking to come, yeah, to be on the show. Sizzler perform on the show, my brother Fred Blocks, Muta Baruka select. Sometimes he's a guest speaker or we have what you call, I'll let you tell you what the format is. The format is you have a messenger, revolutionary speaker, and then the performer. So the messenger can be somebody come with a message. It can be about music. It can be about anything. You see, I like COVID now. A lot of people be talking about COVID
Mm-hmm.
and what they feel about it. And the revolutionary speaker will be somebody with a musical experience who, instead of saying revolutionary, we'll say revolutionary, who can come with stuff that can help even the artists, them sitting in the audience and, you know, things like that. So that's the format, and that's why it's so edutaining, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's what I saw. And, you know, and I was just moved. And I said, yes, you know, anything them ask me to do, I will do it. I'll be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And yes, and then it went on a rest because Tony's bar wasn't anymore. It was sold. And trust me, that hurt every single soul. Audience, promoters, producers, everyone, because that was like our home. It's like we owned it, you know, and then not having it anymore. It's like, wow, where can we find anywhere that can be suitable to do a conscious reggae party? Because we're not charging, so we can't get a venue that we have to pay, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and we're not getting enough sponsors, and it was really, so it went on a break. And then started up back at the Island Coffee's Cafe at Devon House last year, September. How that happened now? I have affiliation with Paula Surtees from the cafe. And we were through Mary Isaacs, and we were talking. And then I said to her, you know, Paula, we have a thing, Conscious Reggae Party, and we want to bring it back, but we don't have a venue. She said, really? She said, I could offer my venue. I wouldn't charge, but, and then I said, well, I am not the person in charge. I can give you her number and you can both speak. And they did that, and we arranged a meeting, went and looked at the place. It was small, but guess what? We decided to make it look big.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to make it work. And so Conscious Reggae Party came back alive September last year. And we came with a different kind of concept, keeping the same format. Like if, you know, not that we're running late, but if an artist is there early, because artists are begging to perform, whether it be poets, hip hop, yes, hip hop, anyone, we would just say, okay, you're on the spot. And we just let them do something on the spot
Mm-hmm.
because them early, and you know, everybody come to hear artists. It's a live performance. So even though they love the music playing, yeah man. So we'll put you on the spot. And then but then afterwards we introduce spotlight, artists that are good, but no one is really giving them any attention.
Mm-hmm.
So we put them in the spotlight
Mm-hmm.
and give them 2 songs or 2 items to do. And then we have the featured artist, which is artist that is already out there, big artist, and you know, they come in. And trust me, I can call so many names that pass through.
Mm-hmm.
The Marleys, I can meet the not Damien, Julian Marley. We have Protege, you name them,
Mm-hmm.
all come, and they all big artists, Ken Boot, Fred Lux again, all the big artists, them that different genres of artists. It's not just young people,
Mhm.
but we realized that we opened up Conscious Reggae Party and invited young people in who really wanted to people to say, here I am, I can do something too. Yes, I can reach where the veteran is and give them that exposure. So everybody would come and all want to perform, but we had a way in which we do it. You have to come to at least 2 events, sign your name down. We have to see that you're interested, sign your name down, and then we give you spotlight. We don't just put you on just that, we just give you a spotlight. Whether you're a big artist or not, we give you a spotlight. And then we go, then maybe the big artists would get away a little, yes. But sometimes we put them on spotlight and they don't mind. They don't mind. They don't mind. Some of them don't mind. And then because and that's how we really do it. But as you know, COVID came in and stopped all of that. So we actually had our last event in March 8th.
Mhm.
Or March
Now,
8th. Yeah, March.
Aisha, let me ask you something. You all also do some things in the schools as well with the Conscious
Yes.
Reggae Party.
Yes, and what that is, it's like the schools heard about the Conscious Reggae Party and artists who come from different volatile areas. And so it's like they would come to ISIS and said, I'd like we do something for my school.
Mm-hmm.
So artists would come and approach her to do something for their school.
Mm-hmm.
So, and most of the time it's in the inner city. And
Yeah,
that's how all of that really happened. They approach her.
that is.
And then she just do a package and do an early morning thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the first time my awareness, I believe, of Conscious Reggae Party, I think it was a performance, and I'm racking my brain, and I'm sure I have pictures that I can look back at, but I think it was at the Haile Selassie School, and that was the initial meeting with Sister Isis, and learning about it, and then paying attention to it over the years. So and seeing its format in terms of the messenger, and then the revolutionary speaker,
Usually.
and the performance, and seeing the young people who were antsy in the very beginning, getting them seated, getting them corralled, watching that whole process of them coming to the auditorium, that it's in an outdoor space and so on, and being youthful, being children, and playing and so on. And when the actual event started, it was so wonderful to see the level of attention, the level of
Yes.
engagement, the level of interaction that these young people had, and the questions that they had for some of the presenters as well. It was just beautiful to see, and to see the impact that the music was having, and in terms of community development and leadership development skills, and just overall arts, culture, education. So yes, salute to all of you that are involved
Yes.
in the Conscious Reggae Party.
And I
So
can't leave out Mary's Child. It's a home where girls have children, as you know, before they reach, we'd say young girls then, like
mhm,
ages from 15 right up to 16, that have babies while they were in school, got pregnant while they were in school. So you have a place near Mary's Child that is near up by UE, up
mhm,
that area. And ISIS adopted it through the Conscious Reggae Party. So when we go there, it's the same format. We bring a messenger, revolutionary speaker artists, and we do performances and we speak and reason with them. So
mhm.
that's also a part of the Conscious Reggae Party,
That
reach
is
out, outreach. Mhm.
wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I tell you, it's so funny, because I think that what you all are doing and utilizing, particularly the method of music and music interaction, is absolutely fantastic. So, we see this stuff happening, and we just finished, well, so July has been a very busy month, right? We had International Reggae Day to kick it off last week. We celebrated the birth of His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, 128th anniversary. And throughout that entire month, I know that the Conscious Reggae Party was also being recognized and celebrated.
Yeah,
This year.
it actually started at not to cut him, but just not to forget. It's actually was launched on July 1st at the
International Reggae Day, right?
at Marley Museum. Yes.
Yes. So
2020.
beautiful thing. So, with all of that, what we're seeing is that there is we see the bloodlines of the reggae and hip hop. And this year that was a huge part of the
Reggae Day.
the International Reggae Day and the theme from jam rock to hip hop.
Yeah.
And so, with the Conscious Reggae Party, how are we dealing with the cousins of hip hop? How has that been a
We have
part
been
of?
doing that. We have been doing that. I saw that from the very first time I came, because in the Rastafari community, you do have some young Rastas that loves hip hop.
Mhm.
They only perform hip hop, like the Royal African Soldiers. They come with that type of hip hop poetry, and
Mm.
one of them out of it, when you ask him to perform, just know you're gonna get hip hop. Yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, so we have that. We have been having that. We have
Mhm.
everything, but it just, as you said, clean music. It can't be any,
Mhm.
because you find sometimes we get on the spot, and then they start off with something, and we say no, 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 and I'm
Mhm.
sorry, we have them right there. Sorry, off the stage. We're
Mhm.
not gonna have. Yes,
Right,
So
because
we
what is the name of the event? Conscious Reggae Party, right?
they
Conscious.
come with the consciousness. Mm.
Absolutely conscious. And for those of you, Atlanta, thank you for tuning in to us. And I know sometimes we go off into patois. But you know what, like I always say to you synchronizers, you take the girl out to Jamaica, but you can't take the Jamaica out to the girl, right? And so
Right.
but when we talk about conscious in Jamaica, we're talking about, in most cases, roots. We're talking about oftentimes Rasta. We're talking about the positive, the spiritual, the strengthening, the empowering. So when we talk about Conscious Reggae Party, those are the things that it's associated with and the conduit
And
and to share.
and even all you eat, because you see with the conscious reggae party, we don't have no meat or fish. I mean, fish might be there, yeah, sometimes, because with the Islands Coffee's Cafe being at Devon House, they offer it was their food that was selling there. That was part of the agreement, that they would do food. So you'd have, but she knew that it would be a lot of Rastafarians. So most of the food was mostly like vegan and vegetarian. But we also tried to promote that type of thing at the Conscious Reggae Party as well.
Absolutely. So it sounds like Conscious Reggae Party has embraced the liberty of Rastafari all around, right? So from our thoughts, our music, our getting together and sharing, as well as how we eat, and in terms of healthy eating, natural eating, as we say here, clean eating, clean, or ITIL being vegan, for those of you who may not necessarily be familiar with some of those terms, but absolutely. So, from your lens, right, and you
Mm.
have such a depth of history, and I did not know that Brother Fred Locks was your brother. A big salute to him, because we are big fans of his work for a long time in our home, and we give thanks for that. So from your lens, having all of the experiences that you've had with many of the I would say foundation artists, you're talking Judy Moch, that's huge. What does the future of reggae look like to you? You've seen some of the past, you're in the current with the COVID and all of that. What do you think the future looks like?
I think it's looking good, because every day a star is born, and as long as you see yourself as that star, you will find that way to reach for the skies, and every single day. And the thing is that, I just want to mention, even though we're not having a Conscious Reggae Party live, Isis has on our program the Conscious Reggae Party Hour, just to keep the old Conscious Reggae Party alive. She had that in the break, and we're having it now, same format. So I would say that I would say that it's alive, and it's now because people realize they can Zoom, and they can go on Zoom. People even creating their own thing on in all the different platforms. So it's not, it can't die. It can't die, because everybody, if them even feel like they want to just bust one time, which is not even the right thing to do, just to get a car or whatever. But if you're going to still find artists coming in, keeping it alive, and people still loving it all over the world. I was watching a video the other day with some Indians dancing to reggae with a super cat. And boy, I don't know if you saw that
Yeah, I
video.
saw that one. Yes. I saw that one. I saw that one. The men. It was the Indian men.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I saw
it's
that
good.
one.
Yeah, I laughed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did it. It was nice.
Absolutely. You know, but music, I mean, as you know, music is an international universal language. It's like a smile. You know what I'm saying? The other day, speaking of which, I was in an Indian restaurant,
Mhm.
um, and they were playing some music. And people, if you know me, you know that it does not matter where I am, but if
Mhm.
music comes on, I will start, and a good music that I'm enjoying, I will start to dance, right? Um,
Okay.
the joke is always we tell couples, you know, when they invite us to their wedding, because we face it like that, right? We'll say,
Yes.
listen, please don't do too much speaking before you do the music, the thing, you know, because if if anything, we'll have to get the dance floor started, because we will be the only people on a dance floor. Me and my husband will be the only people in a dance floor, no matter where, when, how, it does not matter, right?
Nice. Very nice.
I'm in this Indian restaurant and this music is playing, and the music just was so good and it just felt good to my spirit and my ears. I have no idea what they were saying, and I hope it was edifying. But there I am in the line dancing, dancing. So finally I get up to the counter and the owner is like, "You like my music, huh?" And so he starts singing it and he's translating it to, it was actually a guy trying to woo a girl, you know, love song type of thing.
Mhm.
And it was just, and he said to me, "You don't know what we're saying, but you're still dancing." I said, "I don't need to know what the words are. I'm just feeling the energy and feeling the vibe and feeling the spirit of the music."
Right, right.
Mhm.
It's music. When music is inside of you, no matter what genre of music it is, it will move you.
Absolutely, absolutely soothes the soul and speaks to all of us in whatever language we speak. So we are winding down. It is funny how time flies when we are having fun here on Synergy with Queen Aisha Elliott, of the Conscious Reggae Party. And Aisha, you know, as we get ready to wind down, if folks would like to become involved with the Conscious Reggae Party, what should they do if they want to, you know, I know that we're doing things online and things of that nature. How do they get involved?
Well, the Conscious Reggae Party is on Instagram as a Conscious Reggae Party. I don't mind giving my number. It's 876-343-3521. They will have to always send a bio and their music. And, you know, if we can talk to them, we talk to them and we try to get them on the Conscious Reggae Party hour in order to give them that lift or that start, that when Conscious Reggae Party comes back around, we can say, okay, we interview this person, that person, and we can get them on the show, whether the spotlight or whatever. It's simple, but them just have to know this consciousness, you know. And as I said, we don't turn back anymore. We're even trying to do as much as we can with the poets, because as you know, they
Mhm.
hard to get any recognition. But we bring on a poet. They're part of it. Every week we bring a poet.
Mhm.
And as I said, we don't turn back no one as long as it's clean and conscious music. You can come. You know, just go to the Conscious Reggae Party, or as I said, call me, and we'll take it from there.
Awesome. So, synchronizers, if you are tuned in and you're planning to go to Jamaica, or you are not sure when you're going to Jamaica, but you know that you want to be part of the Conscious Reggae Party, and I'm telling you, if you've got good, clean music and edifying energies, you want to be a part of this. The vibes are fantastic. The outcomes are spectacular. Make sure that you follow Conscious Reggae Party.
But because we're winding down, they can be in abroad and still be a part of it because of zooming. So we have what you call another section that we add to it, because we have to think, we have to be creative. So we
Yes.
call it abroad and yard, which
Mm.
means, yeah, you can be a Jamaican living abroad, and even if you're not a Jamaican living abroad, but you can't come, and not only because of COVID, that's where you are. So we zoom you in and you can perform. So anywhere in the world you are, you can be a part of the Conscious Reggae Party hour on the radio. And when you come to Jamaica, then we work out the live part. You know, yes, but we're not leaving out anyone. And I don't want to forget this either too, that Ketis Oyande, she is the person that owns Veggie Meats and Wheels. She was a very she plays a very big part in the beginning of Conscious Reggae Party with Isis. She was her right hand. And, you know, she even helped with the food backstage with artists because she has the restaurant, Veggie Meals and Wheels, you know. So, you know, she's very, and even now, she's still doing whatever she can. We can't leave her out. So
absolutely.
started with Isis.
I know Sister Katis well and Brother Ibi and love Veggie Meals on Wheels. This time I was in Jamaica in February, and that was the only time that I touched Jamaica, and I did not get to Veggie Meals on Wheels, and only because I was there for just a few days, you know. I saw them, but I didn't get down to the restaurant because most of the times that's where I get most of my meals when I'm in Jamaica.
yes. Yeah, man. Them really they're very creative too, you know, very creative. Always come with something creative. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, you know, again, folks, if you are interested now, we're finding out that there's also the abroad and yard component. So make sure you follow Conscious Reggae Party on Instagram and you link with Sister Aisha Elliott as soon as you are able to, with your bio and your good, clean music. Aisha, give them your phone number and maybe an email address as well, please.
Yes, the email address, I'll have to listen carefully, is Queen, as in Queen. Queen, ISHA, 531 @gmail.com.
Excellent.
And the telephone number again is 876-343-3521.
876-343-3521 or Queen ISHA 531 @gmail.com. And that's how you can get on the lineup and be zoomed into the Conscious Reggae Party straight from your own private performing area, right? Awesome. Well, Sister, I want to say a big synchronizing salute to you, to definitely Sister Isis Miller, and of course Sister Katis, and all the others who have been involved and instrumental in making Conscious Reggae, in helping Conscious Reggae Party to get to its 10th year. And I'm wishing you tens upon tens upon tens upon tens more years, and that it will continue across the generations. So I want to say blessings upon blessings to you for joining us this afternoon here on Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize. Queen Aisha Elliott of the Conscious Reggae Party.
And thank you for having me. Anytime. All right?
Well, welcome back at any time. All right, synchronizers, taking you out with some new music from Warrior King, who, you know, he's one of our favorites and has been trotting the liberty and the conscious life for a very, very long time. Always a pleasure to hear him and so on. So this one is called Set Your Goals. Enjoy. Until next time, this is Andrea John Baptiste on 99.1 FM in Atlanta, right here on Synergy, where music, business, and culture synchronize.
Rastafari. This is Warrior King. This is Architect Production. Bless the love. Holy Manuela, King Selassie, Rastafari. Man of fire, man of highlands. So set your goals, no time to waste, no time. The future belongs to I and I. Tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it today. So don't you lose your focus while the sunshine, please make hay. Tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it today. So don't you lose your vision, or you will end up fading away. Take your hand on fashion. Set your style and your pattern. Even when the money ration. Never lose your vision. Nothing beat a trial but a failure. Put Jaja first, everything shall come after. Everything you need, everything you desire. Wanna fire, wanna hide. So set your goals, no time to waste, no time. Tomorrow belongs to I and I. Set your goals, no time to waste, no time. prepared for it today. So don't you lose your focus while the sunshine, please make hay. Tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it today. So don't you lose your vision, or you will end up fading away. Take your hand on fashion, fashion, fashion. Set your style and pattern, pattern, pattern. Even when the money ration, ration, ration. Never lose your vision, vision, vision. Forward forever, backward never. Who tell the most, tell the longest liver. Life is a mixture of joy and sorrow. So do the good you can, don't be borrow. So set your goals, no time to waste, no one. Tomorrow belongs to I and I. Set your goals, no time to waste, no one. The future belongs to I and I. Tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it today. So don't you lose your focus while the sunshine, please make hay. Tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it today. So don't you lose your vision, or you will end up fading away. Take your hand on fashion, fashion, fashion. Set your style and your pattern, pattern, pattern. Even when the money ration, ration, ration. Never lose your vision, vision, vision. If people pray, more like me say, blessing abundant, abundantly. If people pray, prosperity. Today is a day, no time to delay. So set your goals, no time to waste, no time. Tomorrow belongs to I and I. Set your goals, no time to waste, no one. The future belongs to I and I. Rastafari, Selassie, His Majesty. Since it's both our responsibilities, will be handed over tomorrow to the youths of today. Everything must be done for the proper upbringing and development of their minds. Holy Manuel, King Selassie,
If you enjoy the great music business information you get here on Synergy, then check out Music Biz Live. You'll hear from high-level executives from companies like Facebook, Spotify, Twitch, Universal Music, M-Theory, and Songtrust, as they discuss the most pressing issues the industry is facing right now. Be sure to join Music Biz Live each week, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Find out more at musicbizlive.org.
From you're thankful for your life and its blessings, put up your left hand at the ear and say, Jah! It is good to give thanks to the King and to sing praises to thy name, O Most High Jah. To show forth thy loving kindness in the morning and thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 string, upon the harp, upon the psaltery with a solemn song, would I sing for thou, O Lord God, Jah Rastafari, have made thy glad. I will glory and magnify the works of thy hands, O Most High Jah. Our blessings, man, blessings, so much we have it can't count. Numbers no exist for the amount. Rasta, we have blessings, man, blessings, for real, so we think still. So I man, I give thanks every day, all day, for all these blessings, man, blessings, Jah overflow through we. As I and I give thanks continually, eternally, for all thy blessings, man, blessings. So why should I complain? Then ungrateful would be I man name. In the face of the storm, Rasta don't have no fear. I'm unaware, so I prepare while I see the masses running scared. Wicked beware, Rastafari, I eye shield and guide. I ever thankful, I ever blessed. Rastafari by eyesight, so I be stressed. When I blessings from blessings him provide. Any obstacles may come, I and I take it in a stride. Rastafari has been more than generous with I and I grateful love and blessings he has given to I and I. Cause I have blessings from blessings, so much it can't count. Numbers not exist for the amount. Rasta we have blessings from blessings for real, so we think still. So I man I give thanks every day, all day for all I blessings from blessings. Jah overflow through we. As I and I give thanks continually, eternally, cause I have blessings from blessings. So why should I complain? Then ungrateful would be I man name. Sometimes I look upon I man youth, he want bring tears to I man I. Like what I do to deserve the blessing given all these years to I and I. I know the goodness and mercy of his majesty, surely I follow I. So I fulfill his will now, be joined of who I will swallow I blessing come on credit, so I work for pay it off. True service to others like Adam always said it. Living life the way it's off. With gratitude, Jah love I spread it. Complacency I fight it off. Some grab the wheel and spread it down life road, Jah write it off. Have blessings from blessings, so much we have it can't count. Numbers not exist for the amount. Rasta we have blessings from blessings for real, so we think still. So I man I give thanks every day, all day for all I blessings from blessings. Jah overflow through we. As I and I give thanks continually, eternally for all I blessings from blessings. Why should I complain? Then ungrateful would be I man name. Jah give I blessings in abundance, so oh yes I'm grateful. If I should complain, oh then I'd be ungrateful. When I have life, I have health, food, clothes and shelter, love and support and family, good friends. Jah love the source of I man wealth, I man strength. Flows like a waterfall, it have no ends, it transcends. Time and space, the human race we love without pretense. So I and I gratitude, it go extend. For love and joy just send. Blessings from blessings, we have blessings from blessings. So much it can't count. Numbers not exist for the amount. Rasta we have blessings from blessings. For real, I saw the things steer. So I man I give thanks every day, all day for all these blessings from blessings. Jah overflow through we. As I and I give thanks continually, eternally for all I blessings from blessings. Why should I complain? Then ungrateful would be I man name. So I give thanks to life, I give thanks to health, I give thanks to food, clothes and shelter. I give thanks to sanity, I give thanks to dexterity, I give thanks to agility, I give thanks to mobility, I give thanks to reasoning ability. I give thanks to love, the power that binds and creates. I give thanks to music that resonates and vibrates. I give thanks to mommy, I give thanks to daddy, I give thanks to my ancestors, I give thanks to my elders, I give thanks to my brothers and sisters, I give thanks to the youths. I give thanks to sun, moon and stars, I give thanks to heat, air and water. Yeah, I give thanks to the sea, I give thanks to the river, I give thanks to the breeze we blow, I give thanks to the mango tree, I give thanks to the pear tree. Yeah, I give thanks to the dog, I give thanks to the cow, I want to stop eat them too. Yeah man, we give thanks to everything in our creation, and all of the blessings, and all of the hard things we want to call life lessons. We give thanks to them to call them make us strong, you know. So our blessings from blessings, so much we have it can't count. Numbers not exist for the amount. Rasta we have blessings from blessings for real, so the things steer. So I and I give thanks every day, all day for all these blessings from blessings. Jah overflow through we. As I and I give thanks continually, eternally for all I blessings from blessings. Why should I complain? Then ungrateful would be I my name. Give thanks.
Empress, you know say the love for the Rasta youth have for your endless. Better never. I look ya now, I look ya, hey. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Jordan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. She tell me she like everything she see in her Iman. She want every second out of me time, and she woulda give me anything, although she no mind man. I despise her, me give her, she have a mind pan. So me take her to the river, dash her with the bad pan. Inna the hills, big old links, brain, bubble man, him have the herbs and the wine for we meditation. Good loving, it's you a waste pan. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Jordan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the conga bonga. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. She tell me, I say she love Rastafari, and she tell I say she am something far. I know for them can't believe for Congo Bongo have a rope and a squeeze. All of a sudden she no want no red meat, strictly itals true or some greens. She a tell I about the coconut with the bean. I say anytime no, she a come pa me scheme. She never know she woulda love the conga bonga. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Jordan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the conga bonga. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the conga bonga. You never know you woulda love the far right. From the day she link with Jordan, conga bonga now.
You're listening to Synergy Radio on WDJY 99.1 FM, where music, business, and culture synchronize.
That's our time. That's our chat. Now it's time to call it a wrap. Tune in next week at 5 for another edition of Synergy Live, where music, business, and culture synchronize. This is your girl, Andrea John Baptiste. Follow me, follow us on Live with Synergy on Instagram and Twitter. Synergy is a production of Axum Management Capabilities, produced by JT